good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, friends. So, an unplanned live. It must be Penny, right? I'm going to hang out here for a minute and see if anyone else is awake in their time zone and ready to craft with me and hang out with me and chat with me. So, someone's here. Yay. I am going to let you look at all this beautiful stuff. I forgot to bring my iPad. I'll be right back because I want to be able to chat, but I'll try to leave a bunch of pretties for you to look at. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So sorry. How unprofessional of me. Hey guys, welcome. I'm here. I had to just run and get my iPad so I could see y'all's chats. Good morning, good morning. Or evening or afternoon. I just woke up and wanted to craft and have some fun. And for like a week now, I've had this idea in my head for the no dies, no problem. And so I really wanted to sit down and craft with you guys. So I have about 30 minutes. Good morning, Karen. How are you? All right. There we go. All right. So what I want to do with you guys today is my friend Mary sent me all this gorgeous painted paper. So she does a lot of mixed media, but a ton of cards as well. She's very, very cool. She lives up in Illinois, and I wish we lived next door because I'm afraid, well, I'd probably quit my day job and all we do is play together with paint and stuff, but in my head, that is a happy place to be. So anyways, I want to use the painty paper she sent me. And we are going to make some party hats and pennants. Now, I have all this stuff on my desk too, because I thought that these would be so fun as like little icons on pennants, like to have like piñatas. And I live in Texas, so tacos are always a good idea. Let's see, I also have this great set that I thought was really fun and like fiesta time, and he's got his party hat on, so I thought that would be cute. I thought you could do even like a vintage feel if you had like ephemera. You could do coffee, because we deserve a pennant for coffee sometimes. You could do a summer theme. This is from a different Mary friend of mine over in Kentucky. And so I thought, having a summer pennant might be really fun, or a crafty pennant, right? And this is brand new to me. I've never used it. I got it in the Ellen Hudson sale. All right, so let's just dive right in and get started. So this should be pretty simple. All right, let's start with party hats, because why not, right? I think, God, I just love these papers. It's kind of hard to cut into them. Like, look how I just really like how here she left the edges of the dictionary of the book page like showing, so it's like edged. It's really hard to cut this paper because it's just so cute. And then I love that I can like see her fingerprints. She like dabbed this with her fingers, some of it. And how fun is that? So yeah, let's cut into this one. I can easily cut into this one. These cute ones with the edges are a little harder for me. I will cut into them, but all right, so let's start with a party hat. I was thinking what's great about making your own party hat versus having a die for it, which I actually have a die for party hats, is that, you know, of course you can make it any size that you want it. Therefore, we can make like mini slimline party hats, and we could make slimline party hats. So let's work on that. So for me, a mini slimline is usually about 3 inches. I'm going to work a little bit off the edge here. About 3 inches wide. So that's how big I'm going to make my mini slimline one. And then my mini slimline is typically about 6 inches long. So what I did is I marked my width here on my paper. And now somewhere kind of in the center, I'm going to mark it as high as I want it to be. I think I'll go about 5.5. Okay. And then I'm just going to get like a rough cut here, like, or line. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are hand cut. So what I'm making right now is a template off of a scratch piece of paper. So Karen, where are you at? What state or country are you in? All right, there we go. So here is our first party hat template. And I did this just so obviously it's a lot easier to mass produce rather than trying to draw this out on your paper each time you want to do it. Hey, Kim. Oh, you're in New York State. Cool. Kim, I am a dodo bird, okay? I still need to mail off your package, but I'm getting caught up. I am so excited. Last night, I spent a couple of hours catching up on comments. I'm finally caught up. And, yeah, I've just been working. Last week, I worked 70 hours. So, but I'm getting caught up in my personal life, which is, when I work that much, my personal life just kind of gets a little chaotic. But I'm getting caught up, and I have a box for you. I just need to send it. All right. So Kim, we are making party hats and pennants. So I had a friend who made all this awesome painty paper for me and sent it to me. Well, she made it and sent it to me. And so I wanted to use it for something really fun. And so the first thing I did here was I measured out this is going to be our party hat for a mini slimline card, but it could also work as a pennant. And that's why I chose party hats and pennants. So I made myself a template here. And now I can just line it up on my paper. And guys, I thought these would be fun because you could really just embellish them any way you want. So here's our first party hat. You can make pom-poms. I meant to grab a fork. Look at this poor, sad, pathetic embroidery floss. Does this happen to anyone else? This doesn't happen to me very often. But the labels came off, and then that's just dangerous for some embroidery floss in my craft room. So when this happens, I don't even try. I just do this. I just pick a place and start cutting. And that's what I do with that. Okay, but I think you could take this embroidery floss and make like really cute pom-poms or tassels. So basically the difference for the pennant and the party hat to me is like a pom-pom on the top, maybe a band right here, right? And then of course you could put decorations in between. This paper is so perfect. You don't really have to do a whole lot, but I would like to put a band right there for it. And then for the pennant, we just turn it sideways. So when we made this, we made a party hat and a pennant. For the pennant, again, you turn it, you know, you say put the same band on it, but then here you could put, you know, one of the really cute little icons from the stamp sets that I had picked out. So you could pick one of these really cute ones. I kind of really want to use crafty ones and make crafty pennants. That's kind of what's calling to me. I think it's so fun. Even if you just use like the sentiments on there. So, okay, let's keep making some pennants. So this one I thought would be good for a mini slimline. And now let's make one, let's make a bigger one. Let's make one, let's see, so if we have an A2, let's make one that's about 4 inches wide. So it's Thursday. Are you guys ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So on the 4th of July, we did a parade and we did, let's go 5. Well, we'll push it to 5 1/4. And then last weekend, we had a birthday party for my baby boy who turned 11. And so having plans last 2 weekends after a 1.5 years of COVID is kind of like, wow, we're really like living it up over here. It's fun. But now this weekend, I'm like, okay, so what's going on this weekend? But I think what's going on this weekend is Mom is going to chill, continue to catch up on life, and craft, because that's what I want to do. And hang out with my kids. I've got to like hang out with them because I've been working too much and I get mom guilt, you know. It's like I'm gonna take them to the pool and we're gonna have some kind of fun, go on a hike, stuff like that. We really like to get outdoors together, and we've been blessed with like a really mild summer here in Texas. It's usually like insanely hot. All right, so here's another party hat / pennant. I like it a little bigger like this because then we can put more icons for the pennant side of things. Let me pick out another paper here. This one screams crafty to me. So you're celebrating your grandson's first birthday. Oh, that is so special. Oh, I just love that. How fun. My son was talking about, you know, his favorite birthdays, and he was trying to rank them. And he was like, this definitely is in my top 5. And I was like, okay, well, what are your other top 5? He picked his first birthday. He's like, I can't remember it, but I'm pretty sure it was probably pretty awesome because it was my first. I thought that was so sweet. All right, so let's turn these to, well, let me make one more of these, but I need a different color just because we can. Let's do this one. And then we'll turn these into something. So for my daughter's first birthday, you know, they don't have a say. They're turning 1. So I did Hello Kitty, and I decked the place out. I went all out because I've always loved Hello Kitty, and I was so excited to have a girl so that I could, you know, do things like that. And she likes Hello Kitty. It cracks her up that, you know, I went all out for her first birthday and made it very Hello Kitty. All right. So let's just see here. And then, you know, this was an offcut. It looks like a party hat to me. So, good morning, Penny's Crafts and Creations. So yeah, this one pretty much looks like a party hat to me. All right, so we got a few things to work with here. We'll turn it into something. Okay, y'all vote for me. Do you want crafty stuff? I think these are too big. Well, this one would work for the bigger one. Coffee pennant. I think these would be good for a party hat, so I don't have to make a pom-pom here. Fiesta. I have a couple of Fiesta options. And summer. So these are just like little icons I'm going to put on pennants. So y'all let me know. Summer, Fiesta, coffee, or crafty. I'm drawn to the crafty pennants. Then I can put them in Happy Mail to you guys. And then I think these would be really fun for the party hat. They don't necessarily match the paper that I chose. Let's see. Let's see if I can choose a different paper that would match these a little better. How about this one? Good morning, Sandra. You like crafty too, Kim? I do too. Crafty pennants. We need a pennant, don't we? We've earned it. Let's see if we can find a section of this paper where these kind of go better for the party hat. Am I losing connection with you guys? Because it looks like it's freezing sometimes. My internet has been super wonky lately. So I hope that's not happening. All right. One more. Oh, my dog Phasma's here to say good morning to everyone. Oh, good. I'm glad it's looking good. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut that part off. I think this one might just go with these a little bit better than the ultra brights. Okay, we're going to knock out a party hat here real quick. Oh, good. I'm so glad that it's not interrupting you guys. Okay, let's see. I'm really drawn to like this butterfly. Fazzy. Good morning. See, let's put that up there. Okay, now I'm just grabbing scraps. Goodness knows there's plenty on my desk. Oh, you know what else would be fun for the top of a party hat? Like these adhesive backed brads would be really fun too. Okay, well, that's another idea to put in the bucket. But we're going to go with the butterfly. And then I'm just going to cut a band, but I don't know what paper I'm going to use just yet. So you guys, I have like 10 pounds of scrap paper that I need. Let's bring in blue. That I need to process. So that's a video I'm going to try to record. Maybe I'll do that this weekend and process some scraps with you guys. Show you how I deal with a bunch of scraps. I'm just going to pop this over here. I make it real easy on myself. But try not to cut myself. That would be terrible for a live video. Okay. So there we go. Now we have a band. And then we have a top. Let's get the glue going. I probably should have taken my mat off so I could get real inky and stuff. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Oops. I'm so glad you're here, and thanks for your kindness. You guys are so sweet. So last night I was catching up on comments. Oh my goodness, because I just get behind. I'm mainly behind because I'm working so much, and I can't do anything with my YouTube when I'm working. That would not be ethical. So I have to wait And so last night it took like 2 hours and I finally caught up. And I just went to bed with the most peaceful, loving feeling in my heart because of all the kindness that you all show to me when you take the time to comment and share your kindness. It just really warms my heart, and I absolutely love responding. It's just a matter of time, like having the time to respond. Okay, I don't know if that looks like a party hat anymore, but it should. That's what we were going for. I almost feel like the adhesive back brad might work better for us than that piece. Let's try that. This live might be more of fiddling than success. That feels a little small. Like we're talking about a party here. Go big for a party. That feels too small too. Okay, here's another idea I had. If you have punches, like circle punches, and some small enough, you could punch out some pom-poms for your party hat. That's a total option. That's looking more like a party hat. There we go. This is better. Okay. You don't know until you try. You've got to experiment. And I did not make a prototype or try this in advance. I never do for any of my videos. You guys, I just sit down, I gather some supplies, I turn on the camera, and just go for it. So it's probably obvious that I do that. But I am a fly by the seat of my pants kind of crafter. I've always admired people who are like, in advance, make a beautiful card, and then they're like, let me show you how I made this card. And that is so cool. That's just not me. Okay, that's more of a party hat. Now we have a party hat. All right, let's make a pennant, because that's what I'm kind of really wanting to do. With the pennant, I do want like a sidebar. Let's see, that's a party hat. Let me grab this. I think this bluish purple color is a really good color for this. So, Marianne, what state or country are you in? That's not long enough. I'd love to know. Is this early morning? Does anyone else have to go to work? I have to head out to work. But I wanted to have some crafty fun first. You know, priorities. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's doing it. And then, you know, pennants usually have like a little kind of string on the side. I'm trying to think. I think it was close to my heart who had like a pennant die recently, or a pennant stamp set. And so that's kind of where I'm drawing my inspiration for this little aspect right here. Oh, cool. I work from home too. So I've been working from home since my son was born, 11 years. And, you know, it has taken time to develop like boundaries, and, you know, you have to have boundaries for your interruptions, like how people can interrupt you or not. And you also have to have boundaries of how often you're going to sit down and work. Like right now, when there's not enough hours in the day or people on the team to get all the work done, it would be really easy, which on Tuesday night I did it. I worked till 10:30 at night, which is past even my bedtime. But I have been working on creating boundaries. Do you have to do that for yourself? Penny because I do. But I've been learning. I've been getting better about it. But you know, you have to set boundaries. Like, yeah, there's a pile of laundry, but I'm on the clock. So, you know, I always try to think about what's ethical, doing right. Yeah, I'd love to get some laundry done, but I'm working. Oh, wow. Oh, Marianne, you are up late. Maybe I can lull you to sleep with this fumbly live. Oh, cool. So you're on holiday. That's nice. Oh my goodness, we watched the Euro Cup final and we're just heartbroken for you guys, and it's so close, and I was cheering and cheering so hard. I was so excited when y'all scored in the first 2 minutes, and I was like, yes. And then it went all the way to penalty kicks. So we're a big football / soccer family around here. Not American football, but like world football. And we've gone to World Cups together, and we just love the sport. And so, yeah, my husband watched the whole tournament. And, oh, it's in the afternoon. Oh, you don't have to go to sleep unless you want a nap. That makes sense. Not 1:40 a.m. But, yeah, we love, love, love football. Okay, so Crafty. Ooh, I like this girl with washi tape. We could put washi tape on our pennant. Hey, she just inspired me. Let's do it. I have to move my iPad real quick. Let's just grab some thin washi tape. Ooh, this one's pretty too. Oh boy, getting fumbly. All right. Ooh, yeah. All right. So you guys, the ones here in the comments, let me know. I'd love to know, what is something that, so because I was just inspired by this stamp to put washi tape on here. And some of my latest creations, I've been inspired by a necklace. I've been inspired by, you know, like types of items that have been sent to me in Happy Mail. Y'all are going to see. So I like to do craft fairs, and I like to make like teacher gifts and things like that. And so I got some Happy Mail in June, and I made a video of how I was inspired to make some like craft fair things. But I would love to know in the comments, what is something that has inspired you lately? Hey, Chingling to you. How are you? We're making pennants and party hats this morning with no dies. But yeah, I love pulling inspiration from, well, just about anywhere. Y'all remember my No Dies, No Problem with the hot air balloons? We were watching a family movie, and I'm trying to get a really good, I think I'm just going to go with the first one. We were watching a family movie, and it was like a period piece, and they had these drawings of like blimps, and I was like, ooh, hot air balloon. I can make a hot air balloon. And I was like, the movie was almost over, so I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna go record a video real quick. And I made that hot air balloon, no dies, no problem. So I got that idea just from watching a movie. But yeah, I'd like to hear some places, if y'all are up for it, to tell me some things that have inspired your craft lately. I am also always kind of amazed with how my craft supplies and tools make it into other parts of my life. and how they sometimes save the day. The fact that I'm a paper crafter, I've saved the day a few times. Like the time that I lost the plug, which was my fault, down our bathroom sink, down the tube. I could barely see it. And I was trying to get it out. I was going to use a shop vac and like suck it out of there because every time I attempted to get it, it would just slip further down. And then I thought, chopsticks and hot glue. And sure enough, I was able to save the day. Hey, B&D Crafts. So, okay, so this is going to be our crafty pennant. Like, I'm going to send this in some Happy Mail. Watercolors, because that's the way I roll. You guys, these are all right. They're all right. I know I already said they're not my favorite, but I'm going to keep using them because I'm not wasteful. I'm going to learn to love them is what's going to happen. I do like the color payoff. That's what I really like about them. They have a high color saturation. So these are the Altenew watercolors. And I do prefer to color my images in with watercolor. So let's see. This is the wrong size brush. There we go. Problem solved. So because I like to watercolor, have y'all ever seen my monthly maintenance video? But I keep a whole thing of water brushes here, some old, some new, and I try to keep them filled. So once a month, I do craft room maintenance now. I sharpen all my blades, I clean my equipment, and do different things to keep up with my tools in my craft room. And one of the things that I do is I fill up my water brushes. This is not going well. This color, I don't know what happened here. Somehow two colors got blended. Oh, that's cool. I bet the kids in your classroom love that. Before the pandemic, I used to teach card making, and it wasn't so much teaching card making. I would take a whole bunch of supplies to my church, and we'd get groups by, different age groups. Like we would do it with the kiddos, and then I would do it with the 55 and up group. And we would make certain projects. So with the kids, we would make kid cards for the local hospital. And with the adults, we made things like random acts of kindness cards that they could leave at the grocery store, the post office, things like that. And then we also made cards for nursing homes and hospitals and hospice. And that was just so much fun. So what I would do is just pre-cut a bunch of paper. I would have a few card sketches with everything already pre-cut. So all they had to do was grab the pieces and follow the sketch if they wanted to, but then freestyle was always encouraged. And with the kids, I kept it much more simple. I would just buy a ton of stickers, lots of colorful paper, and just let them go. And I loved having those sessions with them because it was just total creative freedom, and I was always so inspired by what they were doing and how they would put a card together. Yeah, I think the craft room maintenance is a good thing. I know for me, I started to get frustrated because I was making so much, and then I'd run out of glue, my watercolor pens would be empty, and so finally I was like, I think I'm gonna have to do maintenance because it's not something I want to stop and do too often. Let's give her some pink washi tape. I think I need to color her fingernails too, even though mine are not done right now. They're taking a break. Aww, that's really cool that you took them with you. You know what? I just woke up not that long ago and I had had a dream that in my dream, my husband was like, we're moving back to North Texas. He would never say this. and, and we've got to like move today. And I was like, I can't move today. And he wanted me to put everything in his truck, which obviously I was like, my craft room won't even fit in your truck. And I'm not leaving without it. So if I can relate, I would take my craft room with me too. All right, let's give her, I mean, this is supposed to be fun. Let's give her bright yellow fingernails, because why not? Ooh, we could also do like a rainbow. Let's do rainbow fingernails. This is just some fun. I love that you're sharing your craft with others. That is so cool too. You're willing to share your supplies. That's so sweet. Yeah, I really like crafting with people who don't do the hobby, because I feel like, let's not do red. Let's do green. I feel like it's so inspirational, you know, because they're not in a box by any means. So it's fun to see how they take my tools and supplies and do something completely different. You know what? I still have some of the first cards that I was making when I first got into the hobby. And sometimes I like to go back to them and just see what I was making. And I was so much more creative, I think, than like, it's funny, I thought the prices of everything were just unbelievable. And I was on the Dave Ramsey plan, and I was not going to spend that much on craft supplies. Fast forward 5 years, I spent all the money on craft supplies. Oh, if I could go back and talk to my past self, we would have a really deep conversation, a deep and moving conversation. All right, let's put a sentiment on this, and then we'll put this on a card, and I'll let you guys go. Craft like a boss. I like that. Live, love, craft. Fantastic. Keep calm and craft on. To me, that is like a pennant for sure. Creativity is messy. It is in my life. Let's do live, love, craft, because I like it. All right, and I think, how about we just try to stamp this on, and then I'm gonna pop the hands up. And then we'll do a party hat real quick. Let me speed up my crafting. I'm just like chilling, going slow. I need to speed it up. I'm crafting like I don't have somewhere to go today, and that is not the truth. All right, let's see how we do. Oh, it worked. Yay. All right, I will pop this up real quick. Some of my Dollar Tree foam squares. Just gonna make them work real quick. So you guys, if you ever want to send me a card, I'll send one back to you. And my P.O. box is in the About section of my channel. And I'll put you on my Happy Mail list. So at least like every other month, I like to send out, you know, cards, sequins, you know, usually a little something, a little Happy Mail. So if you ever want to be on that list, you don't need to send me anything but a card. I would just love to see your handmade cards, and I will share them on my channel too. If you don't want them shared on my channel, let me know. I will never share your address or anything, but I just share the cards you make because I like to show people. All right, so here's our crafty pennant. Here's our card base. Ooh, that just worked out with how I cut that. Yay, fun. We just need some paper. Let me grab, again, I'm just grabbing scraps here. Is that too much? It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Let's see what else I got. I've got all these scraps. Ooh, that might be pretty. I don't mind if it's a little bit wild because these are hand-painted papers. Oh, I like that one. Let's do that one. It's got like splotchy dots, which kind of makes me think of this hand-painted paper. All right, so let's cut this down. Get some straight edges going on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down. Actually, I'm gonna go just a little tiny bit shy of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Like a 16th. It's really not much. It'll be just, let me go a little bit more because really that's kind of right on the money for a full back. So let me take a little bit more off. I want just the tiniest edge of that white card base showing through. There we go, something like that. Good morning. How are you, Denise? You're so sweet. I love reading your comments. I was just telling everyone I've been last night I spent a couple of hours catching up on my comments and just how much it warmed my heart, and just so sweet that y'all share your kindness and your joy with me. So thank you. You always are such a big encourager and supporter of me. Thank you so much. All right, so we were making pennants and party hats with no dies this morning, and this is my first card. I've really just been talking a lot and not crafting very quickly, so you haven't totally missed that much. We've cut out some things, and now we're making our first card. I kind of put it a little too far to that edge. Let's see. Let's fix it. We don't have to live with it. We can fix it. And that's cool. So she just used old dictionary paper. Yeah. All right. Whoops. I love sharing with you guys, and I think it's fun. I know I like it when the card makers and crafters that I watch a lot of different kinds of crafters, not just card makers, but when they share. So here is our first one. I think it's really sweet, perfect for some crafty Happy Mail. Crafting over chores. Oh, yes. I have been trying to come up with some digitals, and that just makes me think of them. More on that later. Okay, so here are some of our other stuff. So So the only thing about the party hats, well, we have one party hat done. Let's grab that one. So all we did was cut out the same exact shape. So basically I just made a template, and it just depends on what size cards you want to make. I did make a template for a mini slimline, and then I made one for like an A2. So the cool thing about this is you can make it for anything, and then you can use it for party hats or pennants or whatever else you come up with. Okay, let's do a birthday, and let's do this one. Let's see if I have some paper in my scrap bin. Yeah, I think that'll work. I like the way the blue down here is much closer to this blue. Looks like it was intentional and I didn't just pull that out of the scrap bin. Okay, this little edge is kind of making me crazy. All right, you guys, I mean, we could add trim to this if we wanted this other edge too. There we go. Let's see. A friend of mine sent me some mini pom-pom trim, but I don't have it handy. I do have this handy though. See, it would be so cute. You could add trim to this. I think we will, just for the fun of it. So we could add trim. You know, you could do lines across here. Oh, thanks, Kim. I know, you know, I don't remind people in my videos to do the thumbs up or subscribe. But it does make a difference. It makes a difference for the algorithms. The more likes you get, or thumbs down, both of them work. It does make a difference. They do share your video more with others when they see that people like it. Ooh, sequins. Yes. Ooh, let's put polka dot. We'll like make it a polka dot design, but with sequins. Love that idea. You guys, I got my first thumbs down early on, and you guys, that person really didn't like me. Like, they would be the first person to watch my videos. They would give me a thumbs down like immediately as soon as the video went live, and they were dedicated, and it was funny. I called them my thumbs down friend. That was their nickname around here. And I made them a video. It's kind of unconventional, but I made them a video and I made them a card and I addressed it, and they disliked the video and they moved on. They actually moved on. They had been thumbs downing me for like months. And once I made them that video and I told them like I just wanted them to be happy, and that you know, that they're my thumbs down friend and we think about them and pray for their happiness, and, you know, we want good for them and we want them to find what they can give a thumbs up to. They split, and I'm guessing that they went and found something that made them happy. That's what I'd like to think anyways, because it definitely wasn't my videos. And then I got another thumbs down friend, but I think they've already moved on too. So, you know, I mean, genuinely people could not like what I do, and that's totally fine. I mean, I guess that's why there's an option, right? Because you're not gonna like everything. But, you know, I've given a couple of thumb downs before, but they were not in the crafty world. They were something where it was just completely inappropriate, and like I didn't know that that's what I was in for, right? Like, I clicked on the video thinking I would be watching one thing, and suddenly this young man was being, you know, there was a lot of bigotry and different things, and hate speech against women that he just started saying, and I was just really caught off guard, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, what am I watching? I thought I was watching something else. And I gave him a thumbs down for it, and I let him know, like, hey, that's not appropriate. But I think that's the only time I've given a thumbs down. It does still count as interaction. And that's one of the things that when I made that video for my thumbs down friend, that I let him know, like, hey, actually, you know, you are helping me out. So please stick around if you like. I don't mind, because you're so dedicated. Let's see. I'm just going to grab some sequins. Let's see here. I think gold is what I want, though. So, guys, my sequins, I kind of, and embellishments, I have them, like, organized by color in this little tool rack from, I think this is from Tractor Supply. No, not Tractor Supply. What's the other place? Harbor Freight. And it works great. It works really, really well. So, like, you know, pen, you know, all my clips go in one, my staples, and I like that they're clear so I can see what's in them, and that way I don't have to go through the trouble of labeling them. Yeah, and I agree, Kim. Like, if you're going to give someone the thumbs down, it'd be great if you could do it with constructive criticism, and kindness, like, if you can. I let that guy know, like, you know, because I was just so caught off guard. Like, I would have never clicked on it to hear all that. And I didn't, you know, in that kind of situation, I don't have to keep subjecting myself to it. I only listened. I was just blown away, and then I quickly stopped listening and gave him my opinion nicely, but gave him my opinion. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like it. Like, I'm not a real big, like, organization person, but I like everything to have a place. Like, if you saw my desk, which I will not terrorize you with that so early in the morning, you would know I'm not, like, I don't need pretty organization, but I do need everything to have a place. Okay, so there's our party hat. And I loved the idea of the polka dots. This needs something. Let's go back to those little brads and see if these are going to make me happy. Yeah, I think that's about the right size. Oh, you know, it's wacky. It's wild. Oh, let's see. Will one of these work instead? I really like that watermelon slice for whatever reason. Watermelon has nothing to do with this, but we'll see. Oh, that's a crystal katana, or crystal katana, whichever way. So it has kind of this, see this kind of waxy tip, and I love it. They're very, in my opinion, they're very expensive. It took me a couple of years to commit to this, but I tried other tools with no success. And this one had always had really good ratings, so I went for it. It has this end you can replace somehow. I've actually never had to, but I do from time to time scratch off that waxiness because it picks up better. And so I think that's why you have to replace it. But I've had it for a couple of years, and you know what? It was worth it because I use it almost every card I make. And so when you use it that often, that frequently, for me, it was worth it. But now, and I think there were fewer tools on the market at that time, and now there's more tools. So you might find one that's more cost effective, or you might be fine with it. Um, I really do. I use it almost every card I make, so it's worth it. It's a really great tool. Okay, so now we have a party hat card base, and don't close up your glue yet. Gotta put this down. With a watermelon pom-pom, because why not? Hey, Mary C. Good morning. Oh, thanks. Absolutely, Penny. Absolutely. Check it out, because I think that like Trinity stand. I know different companies have come out with these now, and they are more cost effective, and people are saying that they like them. So you might check that out before you take the plunge on this one. But I do really like it. I love this glue. Okay, so in the last like year, I have been on the search to find my favorite paper, my favorite glue, my favorite black ink. I've been on the search to find my favorite things. Okay, so this party hat birthday card for now is done. And then for Mary, we also made a crafty pennant card. So we did the no dies, no problem. We made us some pennants and party hats. So real quick before I go, you guys, yes, I love this glue, and I have the art glitter glue. And if you love that glue, yay, I'm glad you found your glue. But for me, that glue would leave marks on my card, glue marks, and I did not like that. Like, I spent so much time making a card, and then it would get, you know, because you see me, I just slap the glue on, and then all those marks would show through my card base, and I really didn't like that. So I've been finding my favorites. So this is my favorite glue. It doesn't do that to me. I should probably turn it this way, huh? This is my favorite ink. I am really, really loving this ink because I can do watercolor, or I can do alcohol markers. So yes. And then my favorite paper, let me just pull that out real quick. Okay. Easier said than done. My favorite paper, let me take the sleeve off. It'll be easier to show it to you guys. It's kind of torn. It's been in my craft room. It's a dangerous place. Is this opaque, accent opaque digital. And now this is the 100-pound, but I also like their 110-pound. It's a lot thicker. Like, this is high GSM paper. So this is a great Nina substitute if you don't want to pay $50 for a ream of paper, because I don't. You can get this one for like $15 on Amazon, and it's a dupe for the Nina Crescent blah, 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 blah. That's great paper too. I have some of it. I just don't want to buy it. So I really like this one. It is wider. It most certainly is. And you know what? The last time, they may not all be like this, but the last time I bought a ream of that paper before I found this one, I was so disappointed. So it was like $47 for a ream of paper, and like every 5 pages was like a dingy color. And I think I just got a bad, you know, pack. I don't think they're all like that. But still, it was just disappointing and frustrating because I had spent so much, and like every 5 pieces of paper was not really usable. It wasn't like a clean, like ivory. It wasn't like, oh, bonus, I got white and ivory. No. It wasn't like that at all. Anyways, guys, I don't like to like badger companies. I just like to tell the truth. And it's my truth. It's my experience, and y'all could have a completely different one. Oh yeah, sure. So this is the tip, and it also comes, so let me show you. This tip unscrews. And then there's another tip that can go on here that's a broader tip. It's not the needle tip. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So I was nervous at first when I unboxed it because they said you needed to take this off after every use and clean it. And I was like, that's not practical for me. But luckily the pens work. So this one is so sweet. It says dream. I love to dream. And I want to do more of it. And so like these needle things totally work. And there's a lady on Etsy who's as sweet as pie who makes these. I absolutely love her. She's in California, and I'll leave her linked below. But she does like themes. So I don't know if y'all seen these yet, but I have two others. I have this one with dragonflies. I love dragonflies, and they're all over our yard, all different species. We have tons of dragonflies, and I absolutely love it. And then here's one I haven't used yet. Because, I mean, seriously, you don't need 3. But she made one for me. She made the dream for me because she'd seen that I love dream. The word dream and to dream, stuff like that. So here's the first one I bought with the little cup and pen and flower. Isn't that precious? I really love it. I'll use it eventually. It's fun to be able to switch them out, you know, and she has like seasonal ones. She has mermaids. She has all kinds of stuff. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I use. It keeps it sealed. I don't have to clean it out every time. It's perfect. And you know, it comes with like the little needle, like the sewing needle, but I was losing it all over my craft room. It was like danger. It was like, everyone stop, don't move. I've got to find that needle. And I don't lose this ever, so it's perfect. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you liked this No Dies, No Problem. The next one was inspired by viewer feedback. So someone had asked me, I'd asked you guys for ideas for No Dies, No Problem, because originally it was going to only have 4 episodes in the series, and then I just have kind of kept going, and now it's just a part of my channel. But someone had asked for boxes and packaging kind of ideas with no dies, and so I've got that coming up. But you guys always just let me know what you want to see. I'm so glad we got your morning started on a good note. I feel the same way. I got my crafting in. I got to hang out with you guys, which I totally love. I'm so glad we get to do these lives. And you can always go back and watch the replay of how we made the pennant and the hat. Well, hat and pennant. And I hope you guys have a really blessed day. Tomorrow, I have a really special card that I made with some new Scrappy Tales stuff coming out, and you guys, that's one of those like labors of love kind of cards, and it's magical. So I hope you guys will come back and check that out, and have a blessed weekend. Ching-a-ling to you. I'm so glad you caught it. Marianne, Kim, Denise, Penny's Crafts, everybody, Mary. I'm so glad y'all were here. Missy, you too. I hope you guys have a really beautiful day. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.